Hi, Nora.
Hi, Sweet Pea.
You want to know what to do if you're having a bad day? Well, plan ahead. Someday you're going to have a bad day. So make sure you identify people in your life that are good to you, people who are positive, people who enjoy the things that you do, so that you know that there's somebody you can call when you're having a bad day. But also keep in mind when you call them, they're human beings. They could possibly be having a bad day too. So don't always rely totally on somebody else to pick up your feelings and make it a better day. But it's always good to have friends that you can bounce things off of when you are having a bad day.
And sometimes something bad happens and you just need to feel bad for a while. And a friend a number of years ago gave me some really good advice about that. She said, she asked me how long I was going to feel bad. And I thought that was a really interesting question. And then she explained that when something bad happens that she knows she's just going to feel bad about, she sets a time for it. And she says, this is worth 15 minutes, so I'm going to just really wallow in feeling bad for 15 minutes. Or sometimes maybe it's an hour. Whatever it is, figure out the time frame and just allow yourself to really feel bad for that period of time, and then realize that you've got closure on that and it's time to move on.
And maybe it's a good time to call a friend.
Yeah.
So the other thing is, sometimes when you're done just feeling bad for however long you need to feel bad, think about the things that you're grateful for. I know, everybody says that, but it's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
It really is. And I think also something that helps me sometimes is music. Sometimes it's to play blues, and music that just is about feeling bad. And it's a little bit of that same thing of feeling bad for a set period of time. And it just allows you to wallow in it. That's what the blues were about. It was to be able to do that. And then sometimes it's just listening to songs that make you feel good.
Or you could go for the peace and quiet. Everybody finds their own way, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes for me, it's just get into a place that's peace and quiet, that I don't have to answer the phone. I don't have to make a decision for anybody else. I can just focus on me. Because sometimes when you're feeling bad, that's what you need to do, or you can't figure out what it is that's making you feel bad sometimes. Because you got too many things coming at you. So, plan ahead so you've got good people to call, good people in your life. Be ready to fulfill that role for them as well. But don't dump your entire feelings on them. That's not fair. You know who I'm thinking of. Not you, by the way. And remember to be grateful. Find out what works for you.
Yep. And, along the lines of feeling what you're grateful for, a lot of times, especially when life is feeling really busy or a little bit out of control, I like to, as I'm trying to fall asleep, just consciously run through in my mind the things that I'm grateful for, so that then I'm thinking about those things when I fall asleep. And sometimes that helps to get to just make me feel like things are a little more under control.
And I cry. Sometimes I just cry. It's interesting because that's what my counselor asked me. Well, what do you do when you feel really sad when you think about your sister? And I say, I just cry. I generally don't let people see me do it. I like it's in the car or someplace when I'm by myself. But it does sort of release a lot of tough feelings. If your bad day is bad enough to make you sad. It's okay to cry.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfectly okay. It works for me. Well, sometimes. It's worth a try. For me, anyway. But you ever cry?
Not very often. Usually it's when watching TV or a movie or something, or a song. You know, John McCutcheon's Christmas in the Trenches still, after all these years and all the times I've heard it, often makes me cry. It's a Wonderful Life still makes me cry.
Which is why you make us watch it. Or you like to try to make us watch it.
Mm-hmm. And if not, I sneak in the watching.
Yeah. And the other thing you can do is always remember how much we love